Alright guys, welcome back. The Ghost here. Gonna try and cram a whole bunch of stuff real quick into hopefully a short video. So, first of all, huge thank you to Norwegian for the shout out. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you guys don't know who Norwegian is, you got to jump over and check out his channel. He just made his first challenge lock, and he's kind of doing a thing to give it away to somebody. He's got a list of rules that are criteria to meet in order to be a contender to get that. And I'm hoping that I timed it right, and my email to him times out, and I actually get it. That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, either way, if I don't, I'm sure that I'll work it out with him, and we'll probably do a challenge lock exchange, which is one of the things that I'm working on. The desk is an absolute mess right now. It has been for a few days, because if you watched my video a couple videos ago, I talked about showed off some of the challenge locks that I'm working on putting together. And that's this week's and probably next week's project, because it's taken me a little bit longer because I've been busy. But anyway, so anyway, huge thank you to Norwegian. Really appreciate it. I am trying to figure out, because I load all my videos from my phone, and I'm trying to figure out how I can go in and link to people's channels in descriptions. It's not as easy to do from my phone, so if somebody wants to throw me a comment and maybe help me out there, I would not object to that. Anyway, number two. I had my wife, I asked my wife, because she's kind of a bit of an artist, not a bit, she's an artist, she's very talented. I asked her to draw me an official logo, because I didn't actually have one. So I kind of gave her an idea of what I was looking for, and this is what she came up with, and I absolutely love it. Oh, excuse me. So tell me what you think. I also have a question for everybody out there. I want to have this made into stickers to be able to give out. And I'm wondering where everybody else has theirs made. I did some basically Google search and started looking through companies that do that. And there's quite a few and different deals and prices, and so I'm curious to know where everybody gets theirs done. Yeah, that's pretty much it there. So shoot me an email, theghostlocks@gmail.com, or leave me a comment. Just quick one, let me know. I would appreciate it greatly, and let me know where you guys are getting them and where the best deal is. So number three, real quick, when my wife decided, or when I had her draw that, my daughter decided that she wanted to draw some locks too, and insisted that I show them off. So I am going to show them off, and we've got this one here, and then this is the bottom of this one, and I think I actually had it open, so she's got the keyway going acrossways like it's open, and then the bottom of an American 1100, and then she copied this one from this one, key and everything, and then she did the same with this one here, only this one's open. And then she did, cord's in the way, and then she did the Brinks. So she wanted me to show those off and see what y'all thought of them. So leave me some comments, let me know, and I'll pass them on to her. This is my same 5-year-old daughter that raked the American Lock a couple videos ago. So kind of shows that she definitely still has some interest and definitely enjoys it. So anyway, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And because I am not going to make a video that we don't have some picking in, I got an interesting one. Some of you have seen these, some of you may not have. It is a no-name. I believe a lot of people call these push locks, but it's I'll show you. Get some focus out of the camera. There's your bitting, and it's not a, put it in and turn. It's put it in and you can push up with the key or just pull on the shackle and she opens right up. No security pins in this one. I figured we'd go ahead and do a pick on this. So basically you're just tensioning this one with your fingers. You're just pulling on the shackle to get some tension. And your hand, if you're definitely not used to doing this, and I'm not, your hand is going to cramp up. But just kind of pick the best way that feels for you. And pick through. Like I said, there's no security pins on this, so it's fairly easy. It's definitely easier the second time, and if I can get this open, I will explain to you exactly what I mean when I say that. What's interesting is this lock actually rakes open a hell of a lot easier than it does to single pin pick it. I'm trying to keep this video short, but anybody who watched the last one of my last 2 videos, I don't remember which one it was, will know, because I've said this then and I'm going to say it now, doing this through the camera is a whole new experience. I actually am half cheating and trying to look under the camera, but I'm not sure that's helping me too much either at this point. Well, it's usually not too hard of a pick. And then your hand cramps up. Since your hand is the tensioner. So there's nothing on one when you first put tension and start to pick, and one is very springy, and then you work your way back. Holy good Lord. There we go. Okay, so that's what I meant when I said the first time. The second time is way easier. So basically all of your driver pins are in the lock body, and when you pick this, because you're not rotating it past there, you're moving down. It's spring loaded in here. You're moving down the stack instead of around it, and because of that, all those driver pins are going to drop back into the holes for the key pins. So you have to retension it and pick it again, and it's way easier the second time because it's a 5-pin lock, but you're only picking 4 this time. And in this case, it should be 1, 2, 3, if I remember right. Okay, so I had K1 Locks actually has sent me some links to some good recording apps. I have not had a chance to sit down and look at all of them and figure out which one's the best one I want to use. But I will be doing that here soon. And I will be able to record more than 5 minutes at a time, and I won't have to splice these videos together to make it work. So, but in the meantime, this video is going to have a couple of splices in it, which is fine with me. It's just a little more work, but okay, man, I think I got too much tension on this. Wedged my hand in there a little too tight. Start right in the front. 1. Ooh, that was mashy. Let up and retry. Come on. I should have went with a little bit thinner pick, because you got to kind of, the keyway's got plenty of room, but you got to kind of roll over this top little bit of warding here, and I'm using a medium hook from the multi-pick kit in 25 thousandths, and I keep catching the dang warding on the top. So you would think that not having to have a tension wrench in your hand and being able to just pull on the shackle, that it should be fairly easy to do. And generally you would be right if it was locked to something where you could pull on it. But because I can't do that, you see the dents that it's leaving in my fingers. Let's see if I can do this. There's just no easy way, there's no good way to grab it and get the right tension on it consistently. Because you can do it, but its consistency is the problem. You're either wedged in just right and it's too tight, or you're not wedged in far enough and it's too loose. Whereas with a regular tension wrench, you just use your finger and adjust for what you need. In this case, you got to try and pull up or down. There we go. I had it, I just didn't pull far enough. Okay, so there's an open. You can see, I'll see if I can show this real quick here in the camera. You can see the stack of driver pins. Try not to blind you guys. You can see the stack of driver pins sticking out of the body, the lock body. And then it will get hung up because then pins drop down in the bottom of the keyway. But if you just kind of pull and wiggle it, this one lets go. And now when you go to close this, after picking it, if you just rotate it around and let it drop, it's going to fall back in and you're going to have to pick it again to close it. Which is actually even easier, and I say that, but I'm almost at 15 minutes on this video, so we're just going to leave it at that. But I say that because it's self-tensioning at that point. When you do that, well, see, okay, that's what I was trying to say was, if you close it, if you flip it around and close it real fast, it drops before those driver pins can drop. But if you don't, and you do that slow, those driver pins will drop into the keyway, and it becomes locked up again, but it's self-tensioning. Because the spring pressure is pulling the shackle down on there, all you got to do is hold it and pick, and it's it's got like even its own perfect tension. You don't have to worry about it at all, and it'll drop straight in when you hit just that right spot. But anyway, okay, this video's gone on long enough. I think I covered everything that I wanted to. When my wife or daughter watches it, they'll tell me I missed something, I'm sure. But anyway, right now it's challenge lock and building time. And this is what the desk looked like when the Ghost builds 10 challenge locks in a row. It gets pretty bad. But anyway, all right. Until next time, keep it legal.